This is absolutely awesome. I am so excited about the fact that Marvel Spider-Man 2 has confirmed that they will be appearing at San Diego Comic-Con and what we can expect from this particular showcase. That and much more to discuss here today. Of course, guys, my name is Blitzwinger and thank you guys so very much for tuning on into a brand new Marvel Spider-Man 2 news video. If you do enjoy today's video, please take a quick moment to hit that thumbs up button. That would be very much appreciated. Huge thank you to each and every single one of you guys that have been so supportive of the channel as of late. Now, with that in mind, what exactly is San Diego Comic-Con? For those that don't know, it is at this point in time, I would argue that it is still the single biggest comic book convention that happens on an annual basis. I feel like New York Comic-Con is getting very close to surpassing it, but as of right now, San Diego is definitely the place to be when it comes to comic book related news. Now, of course, since Marvel Spider-Man is based on, well, Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is a comic book based character, we were hoping to see an appearance from Marvel Spider-Man 2 at this event. But for the longest time, it seemed like it was all kind of up in limbo, especially because we heard that Marvel proper, as far as the actual cinematic side of things, was not going to show up. They said that they are going to be skipping the Hall H panel. And for those of you that don't know what Hall H is, it is the famous ginormous hall that hosts thousands of people at once, where they would typically reveal, like, let's say the entire slate of the Marvel movies for the entire phase. It's usually the place that you go if you have some massive announcements to make. But once we heard that Marvel wasn't going to be actually hosting anything there, a lot of us got kind of bummed out, and we thought, well, I guess maybe this means that they are going to be skipping San Diego altogether. Maybe they'll show up in some small way with some of the comic book panels that they'll do, but that would be it. But fear not, they have delivered, because Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be taking center stage on July 20th. That's a Thursday at 2:30 to 3:30 Pacific Standard Time, which obviously, again, adjust that accordingly to whatever time zone you're in, to host a panel, an hour-long discussion that is titled Marvel Spider-Man 2 Symbiotic Relationships.
Will one of you finally give me what I desire?
Insomniac Games themselves went ahead and tweeted the following, saying, "Let's get symbiotic. We're thrilled to announce Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be at San Diego Comic-Con 2023. Catch our panel, Symbiotic Relationships, featuring Insomniacs and actors from the game in Hall H on Thursday, July 20th. Now, why is this so exciting? Now, beyond just the fact that obviously it's going to be really cool to see all these people that are working on the game all together, talking about it, being able to answer questions, and we will most certainly learn some interesting things during the panel itself. But to me personally, I think the reason why this is so exciting is because this is being hosted in Hall H, which is usually where you go if you have something interesting to reveal. To me personally, I really would be genuinely shocked if we don't see the somewhat rumored but also promised by Insomniac themselves new gameplay trailer featuring some of the pre-order costumes as part of this reveal. I wouldn't be surprised if we got to see more of Venom as well, because so far we've got to see him basically in a picture and a tiny cinematic. So I think that there is a possibility that this is going to be an absolutely massive event when it comes to Marvel Spider-Man 2, because again, you're not going to go to Hall H and just do a Q&A. I personally just don't believe that that will be the case. But we did get to learn a little bit more information about this panel, because Marvel.com has revealed that Insomniac Games creative director Brian Intihar, the game director for Marvel Spider-Man 2, who's Ryan Smith, the narrative director John Paquette, and the senior art director Jakinda Chu will all be there at this panel. And in addition to that, on the voice actor side of things, we have Yuri Lowenthal, who's of course Peter Parker. We have Najee Jeter, who's Miles Morales, Laura Bailey, who's Mary Jane Watson, and Tony Todd, aka Venom, all of whom will be showing up at this panel, along with being hosted by the VP and the creative director of Marvel Games, Bill Roseman. And to get us even more excited about the event, they give us this tiny little blurb saying, get a behind-the-scenes look at Insomniac Games' take on the monstrous Venom and how the symbiote plays a role in the sequel to the hit PlayStation games, Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales at Hall H. And once again, there was also this one sentence that got a lot of people riled up and questioning whether or not this confirms that there will be multiple symbiotes appearing in this game, because at the top of the article for Marvel Spider-Man 2, they said the following: you think you know symbiotes, you haven't seen anything yet. And the reason why people are getting excited is because, of course, it says symbiotes, as in plural, as in multiple symbiotes. Again, do I think that there is a chance that we will see an appearance from another symbiote? Certainly. But I certainly would much prefer if the story for Marvel Spider-Man 2 very much so focused on Venom and that symbiote alone. If we want to do more symbiotes in the future, maybe even in a spin-off game for Venom himself, where it's Venom versus Carnage or Venom versus Scream, whatever you'd like to do, I would be absolutely down for that. But let me know down in the comment section below if you guys are excited about the San Diego Comic-Con panel for Marvel Spider-Man 2 and what do you expect from it. I will most likely actually be doing a live breakdown of this panel, so make sure that you have your subscription turned on and notifications turned on for when we go live on July 20th on a Thursday. And the other small but very cool detail that we learned this week for Marvel Spider-Man 2 is actually the preload time and the preload date. Now, for those of you that don't know what exactly is preloading, essentially it allows you to download a digital game onto your console, and it is essentially kind of stuck behind a code that will only unlock when the release date happens. But the reason why you want to do that is because it allows you to then unlock your game instantly as soon as it hits midnight on release date, instead of actually going into the shop and starting to download it there and then. So it saves you time and allows you to play the game that much faster. So the cool thing is that we learned that Marvel Spider-Man 2's preload will actually begin all the way on October 13th, which is a whole week before the release of the game at 9 a.m. EST. So once again, obviously convert that accordingly to whatever time zone you might be in. And if you bought the game digitally, it's really cool because obviously you can have it ready to go. That way, as soon as it is October 20th, you can dive into the game and enjoy your adventure in Marvel Spider-Man 2. So there you have it, guys. A little bit of a roundup, but boy, oh boy, this next week is going to be massive for Marvel Spider-Man 2. We have a lot to look forward to. I mean, they are going to be doing an hour-long panel at San Diego Comic-Con. I am certain that we're going to learn some very interesting tidbits. I am almost certain that Tony Todd will probably end up letting something slip that he's not supposed to let slip, just because he seems to always be so generous with his sharing of information, even if it's sometimes detrimental to the promotion of the game. But I guess it's really good for us because it gets us all hyped and excited about the game. Thanks all for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to see the really cool new update for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, check out the video you're currently seeing on your screen.